Hi everyone, and thanks for watching. This video is going to be 5 anti-aging tips for your face. Now, most of these tips are actually pretty inexpensive or they're free. So I hope that this video helps you out. I have been using these tips for myself and I am 43 years old and it's really hard to know whether or not they worked, but I feel like they have been helping or working pretty well for me. So let's go ahead and get started. The first one is to wear sunscreen. Now I know that you've probably heard this before and I swear it does help. I started wearing sunscreen around 10 years ago, maybe a little bit more. I do have a favorite sunscreen that I wear. It's tinted, but I think any sunscreen that you wear will work. I find that I have acne-prone skin in general. I always have. And so finding a sunscreen that works was challenging for me, but in general, wearing sunscreen definitely helps your face age more slowly. Number 2, I wear sunglasses religiously when I'm outside to avoid squinting. Squinting is going to just help you develop those fine lines a lot faster. In fact, any facial expression is going to cause you to develop lines all over your face. Some of them are unavoidable, but some of them are avoidable, things like squinting in the sun. So wear sunglasses as often as possible when you're outside, even if it's just overcast. If you notice that you're squinting, put your sunglasses on. Don't worry about what people think, because in the end, you won't end up with fine lines and wrinkles around your eyes, or it will at least prevent you from getting them as quickly. All right, the next tip is eyebrows. I've noticed that many people tend to overlook their eyebrows, and I'm definitely not saying that I have perfect eyebrows by any means, but the trends for eyebrows seem to change every decade or so. So you don't need to keep updating your look or your face that often. The time period that I see a lot of my peers in my same age group sporting for their eyebrows are very, very thin line eyebrows. Back in the 90s, it was really popular to heavily over tweeze and have really thin, sharp angles or thin round circles or semicircles surrounding your eye. And I'm not saying that does or doesn't look good, but if you're looking for anti-aging, then staying current with respect to your face is going to help you look younger. Okay, so the next one is kind of an obvious one, but that is to dye your roots. If you have gray hairs or if you're graying, that is a sign of aging. Unfortunately, going naturally gray, although if you like the way that looks, then go ahead and do it, but it will age you. Gray hair is just associated with being older because it's something that happens as you get older. It happens to most people. For some people, it happens much later than others. But for me, personally, I started to get gray hair very early on. In my mid-20s, I started seeing a gray hair here and there pop up, and they slowly increased. And I'm not at all fully gray, but I definitely have gray hairs that show up, and I do cover them up. And I think that that definitely helps as far as looking younger. It's also relatively inexpensive. I only touch up my roots. I don't process my hair in a way to make it a different color. I just try to match my natural hair color, which is a dark brown. So I dye my roots once a month, and I only use half the box of hair dye to do my roots. And I have a lot of hair, but I'm only dyeing the roots, so it's really only covering like an inch worth of hair on my head. So I don't have to go through boxes and boxes of dye. And it helps that I'm not actually dyeing the length of my hair. I only dye the roots to cover it up to match my natural hair color. So one box lasts me for 2 months, and you can get the boxes when they go on sale. There's all price ranges when it comes to hair dye, and I do it myself. So it's relatively inexpensive, and it does help you to look younger. And the last tip I'm going to give is to tie your hair up. Putting your hair up has an instant anti-aging effect. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate. So I actually just dyed my hair this morning, so you might actually see some root lines along the top because I didn't do a very good job of washing it out because I kind of a rush. But So there you have it. I did a really rough ponytail. I could not, I can't really see that clearly, but I'm not sure if you can tell. It has kind of a lifting effect on your face when you put your hair up in a ponytail. And if you look at it from all angles, it is kind of a more youthful look. You can also put your hair up in a bun. Anything that pulls your hair up also pulls the skin on your face up, and it gives you a naturally anti-aging effect. I'm planning on doing another related video that is anti-aging for your body and tips on that. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos, and I hope to see you in the next video.